Hello,
Hey.
everyone, and welcome back to the KECTIL YouTube channel. We are honored today to speak with an extraordinary young leader from Nigeria, Marvellous Chizaram. She's a geologist, a creative writer, and virtual assistant, but above all, she is a passionate leader driven to transform life in her community. So today we will talk a lot about her experience, her journey, her leadership values, and we will get a lot of insights from her. So thank you very much, Marvelous, for joining us today, for your time. We are really
Thank
happy to have interview with you.
thank you so much, everybody. I'm Marvellous. She has also introduced me. Hi, everybody.
Okay, could you tell us a little more about yourself, about your background? What inspired you to join the KECTIL program?
Okay, so I am Marvellous Chikezie Chizaram from Nigeria. And I'm a graduate. Like she said, I studied geology. I'm Igbo by tribe. For most of us in Nigeria, I know we understand what I'm saying. And but I'm based in the north, in the north part of Nigeria. Yes. So for me, the KECTIL program was something. I have a sister, an elder sister, who joined the KECTIL program last year, and she was all about it. Oh, it's so great! It's so nice. I've learned a lot of things. I know so many other good testimonies, right? And then she said, it's going to be a good opportunity for me to join, and get the experience. So I said to give it a try. I applied and I'm so happy I got in. So yes,
Thank you
my
very
sister.
much for sharing that. That's a really awesome story, I would say. So, how had the program influenced your perspective on leadership already?
Okay, so basically, I've been able to, when you learn something, you become more knowledgeable. They say knowledge is power. So far for me, the KECTO program has actually shaped my mindset, has actually taught me new things I never knew before, things I may have known but not well enough. And so it's very impressive because I know one of the topics, one of the assignments that actually synced with me and made me feel like so connected was the leadership, the first assignment they gave us about leadership. And so I felt so connected, and that made me see that true, I can actually be a leader in my community. So far, I've learned a lot of new things.
That's great. That's great. And you also mentioned that a lot of impact, inspiration you got from your sister. So I think that she is the one of the biggest inspiration in your life, or you have someone else who also made an impact for your decision making.
Oh, I think one person is my mom. My mom is someone that drives, like, she's a go-getter. She's very resilient, very hardworking. She's a person that if she wants something, she goes for what she wants. She doesn't back down. So it's very amazing. And I think she's my inspirator. Like, she's my mentor. She's someone I look up to because she's a very sweet person, actually. So yes, I think my mom and then my siblings too.
Wow, you're so lucky person that you're, close people
You.
inspiring you and helping you, supporting you. So we are so happy to hear that you have such kind of support. And also, once I prepared for our today's interview, I saw in your bio that you are doing some life transforming initiatives. And can you briefly share with us about them? Describe what exactly you are doing, what kind of initiatives?
Okay, so currently I'm working on four life transforming initiative. One is personal hygiene campaign in secondary schools. The second is borehole construction, like construction of water to a particular community. The third one is donation of mosquito nets So pregnant women here in the north. And the last one is supporting students, primary school students with school essentials. So they're encouraged, to continue learning. So basically, these four initiatives, for me, it's something that I know it was divinely placed in my heart to do, right? The
Right.
first one, personal hygiene. For me personally, it's more like being able to, because here in the north, they are so disadvantaged when it comes to personal cleanliness. So for me, I see it as an opportunity to create awareness to these young girls and young guys, because I'm not being biased, guys also among, to the young students, girls and boys, that taking care of yourself personally is very important, and it helps increase your confidence and makes you it just helps all around, right? And one of the reasons why I decided to embark on this is because I know back then in secondary school, in high school, in junior high school, right? I remember a brand of pad company coming to the school to teach us girls how to use the pad, and my mom did not teach me that, but I learned it back then in school. So that helps me. So I felt like, why can't I do the same thing to girls and to the guys too? Although I'm not going to teach them how to use the pad, of course, but then something different. So I think that's for one, being able to let these young girls, these students know that cleanliness is very important. And then the second thing is conservation of water, right? Water is life. And a lot of community, particular community I'm working on, right, to give them water, it's very sad and very painful that they don't have good water to drink. And even when they can get water, where they can get water from, they have to go miles and go distances to get water. And this shouldn't be, because water is essential. I mean, I cannot stay without water. Likewise, every other person. So I felt like if I'm giving water, I'm giving life. I mean, for generations, people are going to benefit from this water, right? So
Right.
that is one thing. Yeah. So I think so the third one is the mosquito net. So back here in Nigeria, we are prone to there's this stuff they call mosquito bite, malaria, right? Which is caused by mosquito bite, and it causes illness, right? I mean, a few days ago, I just heard that someone just died lately because of this mosquito bite. So it's dangerous if you're not well taken care of. And one of the ways to prevent it is using the mosquito net, right? When you sleep, you use the mosquito net and you protect yourself. So that was one of the reasons I say to go for this, because I know that pregnant women, they're so prone to
Yeah.
having issues, because of lack of mosquito net and every other stuff. So that was the third reason. And the last point is the sponsorship for children, right? A lot of kids here do not like going to school. They see going to school as, why should I go to school? It's not necessary. It's not important. So I want to foster the education. I want to learn that if you go to school, you benefit a lot. You learn new things. You grow. You widen your horizon, right? So that was one of the reason why I decided to go for the fourth initiative. So all through everything so far, I believe is going to make great impacts here in the North. And yeah, it's for generations to come, right? So that's basically just it.
Well, you're doing just a great job, and I believe that it will make an impact, for sure, and really big impact for your communities. And I'm also curious to ask you, what challenges have you faced while implementing those projects? Maybe there was some, big challenges that you can just describe as have you, overcome them, and what lessons you learned.
Okay, to be very honest, I faced lots of challenges. Like I said earlier, I'm Igbo
Mhm.
and I speak a different language. But coming to the North, where almost everybody here speaks the northern language, which is called Hausa, right? So it's kind of difficult for me because trying to communicate and let people know the importance of this community initiative. It's it was one of the challenge I faced, trying to communicate. I know communication is key. If someone cannot understand what I'm saying, they cannot relate, they cannot even think, okay, what are you trying to say, right? So that's one of the challenges, one of the challenge actually that I faced. The second one is sponsorship. I mean, these are great initiatives, mind-blowing initiatives, but I personally don't have the funds, right, to carry out all these amazing projects. So another thing is sponsorship, seeking for sponsorship, going to writing letters, meeting people, trying to share the importance, the impact that the community initiative is going to leave in that community, and trying to make them understand that I mean, your 1 naira, your 2 naira, your money is going to go a long way. So that's the second thing. And number three is I think the third one is trying to balance running the community initiative with my personal life because it's at some point it took a hold of me. Like there were times when I was stressed, I was ill, because it wasn't an easy journey for me, going from place to place, trying to see that this is done and that is done. But then that aside, I learned, I mean, there is no success without trials, without hard work, right? So for me, this opportunity gave me the strength. Do you know, I actually found out that there was a lot of amazing things hidden inside me that just came out because I mean, I learned new things. I learned how to be more patient, more open. Because I mean, being patient in the sense that someone says, okay, I'm going to see you tomorrow, and you're just patiently waiting for the person to keep to their promise, right? And then being more open, being able to communicate with people. I'm kind of an introvert, so being able to come out there and communicate with people. So I think those are some of the things I learned. And actually taught me. I felt fulfilled. I've never felt so fulfilled. Okay, I think I have, but I feel like I felt fulfilled, more fulfilled because when I look at the kids, the community, the villagers, and how happy, how joyful they are that something like this is happening in their community. There's this refreshing feeling I feel, this feeling of fulfillment. I'm happy that I'm actually making people happy, right? So, yeah, I think that's just basically it.
Thank you
Yeah.
very much for sharing that. And you are working like with the three really impactful project. And in Nigeria, as far as I know, there is like huge communities, and you're doing just, you know, the needed job that needs to be done by someone, and taking these responsibilities. It's really a hard job, but it's really rewarding moments. As you said, when you see the children faces, and a lot of young people who want to starting their own community project, they are struggling with the frequent challenge. It is the engaging a community for supporting those initiatives. So how do you engage your communities to support your initiatives? Were there any challenges with discussion with them, or could you please share a bit more of this part?
Okay. So I think basically, one thing about life basically is people wait for others to start something. So I feel like now I have started, and so many other persons may have started the same projects, similar project like this, maybe not exactly. I feel like this alone would actually give people the strength and the courage to actually embark on anything they wish to embark on. And so basically, to encourage people, I also believe somehow it's personal. I feel like when you want to do something, no matter how difficult it's going to look, no matter how impossible it's going to be, I feel like if you have that drive to do that particular thing because you know the impact, you know the benefit is going to leave, then I feel like it's going to like prepare you to do. So anybody that feels they want to embark on a community project, I'm going to just say, know why you're doing what you're doing. The moment you know why you're doing what you're doing and you hold on to that, trust me, even when the odds are against you, because of your reasons, that is enough to prepare you to move forward and go for what you want and make a difference and leave your footprint in the sands of time, right? So for those that want to engage in a community project, you should know what you want to do and then go for what you want to do, right? It's a bit difficult, but I mean, the feeling it's fulfilling is amazing. So I don't think there's any particular means that so I need to like let people know how to just know what you want, know why you want to do what you want, and go for it. And that's just it.
Thanks a lot for sharing that. And another part that a lot of young leaders facing is the question how to measure the success of the community project. So the question is, how do you measure those success in your communities? Do you have some kind of, KPIs or maybe some points or part that helps you to understand that you are going in the right way for the developing your projects?
Okay, that's a very beautiful question. So for me, right, I already envisioned what I wanted to do, what I wanted to carry out, right? And I'm someone that loves planning. I mean, I like take for instance the borehole construction that I embarked on, the water construction, let me put it that way, because other people will be like, what's borehole construction? So the water construction that I embarked on, right? Initially when I started, I planned out my budget, estimated budget. I planned out my proposal, the importance. I listed out everything. Now, the reason why I did this was for me to be able to know when I'm moving forward or if I'm just stagnant, right? So, as a community, as a person rather that wants to impact on a community project and you want to check your progress, you need to plan out yourself. You just don't wake up one morning and you just want to jump on doing something. Say, oh, I want to build a school for this village or for these people. And the next day you're just moving to no, you have to plan yourself. Now, planning yourself helps you know what step to take next, what to say, where to go. So each time I go out in regards to my project, I actually write my to-do list, my priority, what am I going to do this? What am I going to do by this time? What am I going to do today? And stuff like that. So planning that helps me to see if I really accomplished what I planned to do. And each of those to-do lists for a day moves me forward to my project, to complete my project, right? So I think basically just plan what you want to do. If you need to write it out, right? And I don't think your brain can actually carry everything at once. So writing it out will help a lot. So when you want to reference or go back, you just easily check your journal or your book or whatever and see how far you've progressed, right? So plan, write it out, write what you want to do, and that's going to help you to know if you're moving forward or not.
Great, thanks a lot. That's the really simplest things, but I think everyone is so lazy to do such such parts of work. But it's really important, yeah. Everything starting from the simple steps, from the easy plan, that helps to track everything. So thanks a lot for sharing that. And another question will be, what legacy do you hope your initiative will leave for future generations?
Oh, that's a very brilliant question. So basically, I know it's gonna, I mean, when they see that water, those new babies that are gonna be born in the next how many years, and one day they'll be teenagers, and when they see that water, they're gonna, because I'm gonna leave my mark. I'm gonna put my signature when I'm done constructing it. So even if I'm not there physically, but I know that when they see that stuff, they're gonna say, "Oh, someone like this came," because my imprint will be there, right? So I believe it's gonna bring this generational liberation, like of the stress of getting water at a far distance or taking unhealthy or dirty drinking water, right? So I just feel like it's going to bring this fulfillment, this joy, because I don't know, it's okay, it's going to just make them feel happy. I don't know because I'm not them, but for me personally, I just feel like it's going to make life much easier for them. It's going to save lives. I mean, millions of lives that would have been wasted, not just for the borehole construction, but for the young girls I'm going to teach how to use their menstrual pad. I don't think they're ever going to forget that, right? And for the young guys, I'm going to teach that, of course, you guys does not mean you have to be dating, you have to just be neat. And for the mothers, I'm going to donate mosquito nets to preserving their lives and not their babies, you know. So I feel like it's gonna save lives generally. It's gonna save lives. So and that's what matters to me, you know, being able to look behind and say, oh, I think my donation of mosquito net just saved that woman from mosquito bites. Or I just get this community water and I just saved millions of people from drinking unhealthy water. Or this young girl, she grows up and she becomes something, and then tomorrow she teaches somebody else because someone taught her, just like someone taught me when I was much younger. So I feel like it's just going to leave a positive impact, basically just going to save lives, you know. So I think that's basically what I believe my initiative would do to people. Save lives, just make them feel happy, you know.
Thanks a
Yeah.
lot for sharing that. And what advice would you give to other young people who want to start the community initiative?
My advice is it's gonna be difficult. It's gonna be hard. There are times when you're gonna feel like you want to give up, but don't give up. You know, success is not easy to get, but the moment you're successful in something, you feel forever fulfilled. You feel that peace, you know, that joy that I did something amazing today, right? So for those that want to embark on the community project, don't look at the odds. You know, a lot of people are thinking, like me initially, when I told people about my community project, I told them I'm going to embark on, so I heard a lot of negative stuff. So you cannot do this. Oh, where are you going to get the money from? Or why do you want to do this? And I had to shut my ears to those negative comments. I had to, because if I allow them to creep in, I won't have come this far. I would never have come this far. Probably that young boy, those children, that community wouldn't have had water to drink. I know lots more. So what I'm going to say today is do not give up. Whatever you want to do, go for it. No matter how difficult it is, no matter how hard it is, no matter how stressful, there are times the truth is going to feel overwhelmed. You're going to feel tired. You're going to feel like, but that is just you training yourself to become a better person, to become a leader, right? I don't think there's any leader in this world that did not go through hard times. But now the world know about them because of the hard times they went through. So just go for what you want. Success awaits you. Don't give up. That's my word. Don't give up. It may take time, but when you put your mind to it, it will surely come to pass. Yeah. So
Thanks a lot.
thank
Thanks a lot. And
you so much.
how do you see the role of youth in building the future of your country? Maybe you would like to encourage some people, young people from your country, to collaborate and build together something big, something for community. So, how do you see? What do you think?
Yeah, Nigeria, they say the youths are the future generations, right? I mean, it's something that we always say in Nigeria. We are indeed the future generations because I feel like our fathers and mothers and people older than us, they don't have that energy. They don't have that much energy, rather. Let me not use the word energy. They don't have that much energy, right, to do a lot of things right now because they are at this stage in their life where they need to be doing less things, right? But we youths, we are the future generations of Nigeria. So I'm going to tell every youth out there, Nigeria. Some people will say, oh no, Nigeria, it's not my business, or my country, whichever country you're coming from, is not my business. I feel like the governor and the president and whoever, people that are on top should be the one handling the situation. It starts from you. I tell people, Nigeria being better starts from me. I mean, I came to the North and I had that initiative, I had that mindset to do something for the people, right? If we all can have the mindset to do something, no matter how little it is for those around us, you make the world a better place, right? It may not be easy, but you have just made the world one time better than it was before you did what you did, right? So I'm going to like urge every youth, whether you're from Nigeria, whichever country you're from, you don't need to be at the top. You don't need to be a president or a governor or one big position before you can make a difference. Making a difference starts from doing those little things around you, making someone's life around you better than it was when you met them. So that, in that way, when I do little things by my corner and somebody else do something little by her corner and they're all positive, and each of us in our different places, we do something little and they're all positive. You just notice that at the end of the day, Nigeria is a better place, or whichever country you're coming from is a better place. So start where you are, right? Don't fold your hands and wait for your governor to do all the things that I think that way you see yourself, you see the country being better, honestly. Honestly, yeah. So I think basically just in your corner, do something positive, make an impact. If it means tutoring kids, and teaching them, it means doing something, I don't know, anything that you feel like is going to leave a positive impact in the life of people around you, then I feel like you should do it. I feel like it's the best because when I do, you do, everybody comes around, you're doing something positive in different places, the world will actually be a better place. So I think that's just basically it.
Thank you very much. And my another question will be about leadership and leadership skills. So I just curious to ask you, what personal qualities do you think make you a strong leader, and what the leader means to you?
Okay, for me, being a leader means being a servant, right? Currently, I'm actually like leading some group of persons where I stay here in the north, and I noticed that the best way to make people listen to whatever you have to say, or make people follow your footstep, it's by leading by example. And leading by example is do as I do, not do as I say. A lot of people, a lot of leaders, they are telling you, oh, do as I say, but I'm not going to do as I say. So just as I'm saying, if I say do this, you do it, but me, myself, as a leader, I'm not going to do it. So do as you say, right? And let others see it and follow you. And one basic thing, another important thing is live with love, right? I feel like love conquers a lot of things. Even the hardest person, when you show that person love, no matter how hard that person can be, love knows how to pierce through. Like, you know how you love somebody, love just knows how to pierce through somebody. My mom will always say, no matter what, no matter who it is, no matter how anybody is, no matter how good or bad they are, be a good person, show love, be loving, right? I feel like when you love every person, people are drawn to you, people tend to listen to you, people tend to want to do what you say, people tend to do what you ask them to do. So one, lead with example and lead with love. I think these are the two basic things for me. That's what I'll define leadership with: love and being a servant, leading with example, right? So I think that's just basically it, right? So love and being a servant, that's what leadership is for me. Yeah.
Thanks a lot. And when we are doing a lot of projects, when we are developing by ourselves with the team together, and we always, just in life, we struggle different challenges. So I'm just also curious to ask, what helped you to stay motivated during these difficult times, during these challenges that we may face during working as leaders for our communities?
Okay, so what made me stay sane, let me use the word sane, because honestly, there are times when I get right. There are times when I felt down and stuff like that. But from my perspective, what made me say stay, even when everything looked impossible, everything seemed so challenging, everything seemed so overwhelming, was God, right? When I tell people that I I have a relationship with God where every little thing that happens to me, I just know how to go and talk to God about it. And people are like, does he really answer so quick? He does. It's you don't have to doubt actually. The moment you start bringing in doubts and bringing in that mindset of, oh, he's not going to, then he's not going to. But then being able to stay when you're sad, because I feel like personally, right? I don't think anybody, right, would actually understand me 100%, even my best friend. They would try, they would be there, but they will not understand me on 100%. That is why I believe God is a supreme being. He's able to understand the whole of me, right? So for me, during my challenges, during my down times, when I felt down, I felt sad, I just had to rely on God. I used to talk to God randomly about so many things. And even if the answers are not coming as quick as I wanted, but then I feel peace. Like no number when you're so heavy in heart and you're just down and maybe you're confused and you don't know what to do. Whenever I talk to God, I just feel this peace, this calmness. So for me, right, personally, I would say during those periods, I mean, God was my run to, like the person, the only one I run to confide in. And when I'm confused, I let him know. That does not mean I don't talk to others. I have a family. I have a very sweet family, one of the best families on earth. Like my family, I mean, I owe them a lot actually. So I remember during these trying periods when I felt so overwhelmed and I felt sad and I felt down at some point. I know, because of course we're supposed to feel that. I mean, I'm doing something that will not just come easy at a stretch, right? I remember that I would call my mom. My mom would just randomly call me and tell me, "How are you?" I'm like, ah, I'm fine. She's like, your voice doesn't sound like you're okay. And I'm like, I'm good, I'm okay. I'm just fine. She's like, I know you. I know that something is wrong. Tell me what is it? And I'll just tell her, okay, fine. But I went out today and today was not as productive as I wanted it to be. And I'm so stressed. I know what not. And she's just like, don't worry. It's going to be fine. And she just has the right words to tell me, right? Very encouraging. I mean, my siblings, my dad, my mom, I owe them a lot. So, yes, I mean, for those that have friends too, your friends could be your go-to, right? So for me, it's God and my family, right? So I think those are the things, right? I really, and most times, another thing again I want to add is those moments when I felt challenges rather, this one when I felt challenged or challenges, right? Um, Usually what I usually do, so I usually listen to music, right? There are times I'm just walking through the road, I just close my ear, I'm just listening to music and I'm just trying to calm myself and just remember something amazing and just think of something amazing. So another thing again I did was one, talk to God, speak to my family. I mean, speak to anyone you know that can share the what you have or what you feel. And then if you have good Christian music, right, listen to music that calms. I mean, they say music, how do they say it? Music is
As a soul,
medicine.
a medicine, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, to be so. I think that's just it. So God, family, and music. Yeah.
Great. It's a big gift, to have those things that support you and help you during your journey. That's really nice. And we almost finalizing today's interview, but I still just have few questions to you. And this question, I really like to ask everyone who's working with the different projects and young leaders especially. So if you had unlimited resources, what project would you create to impact your community more?
For me, I'm gonna um create opportunities for skills. I don't think, basically from my perspective, I think school is good, but skills are better because the world is changing. A lot of things are happening. We're in a century where, I mean, education is not just the only thing you can rely on right now. You need to learn skills, computer skills, AI skills. Currently, like AI is leading the chatbots. Like, if you don't know AI, I mean, what? What are you doing? I mean, you need to learn things like that. So skills are very important because even when you finish from school, you graduate from school, and you don't get a job immediately, your skill or your skills are going to help you at least sustain yourself, make ends meet and stuff like that. So for me, if I have unlimited resources, I'm gonna open. Oh, am I supposed to be exposing this? Because I see myself doing it someday though. But fine, I'm gonna share because I mean, if somebody else does it, it's gonna be very amazing too. I mean, we are making the lives of others better, right? And making our country or the world a better place. So for me personally, if, I'm gonna open an institution, right? But it's not just gonna be about school, learning, the education, whatever. No, it's gonna be about skill. You just come and then you learn. It's gonna help make our economy better. Yeah, so that's
That's
what I'm going
great. This is first time that I hear this. Someone
to.
wanna open uh, own institute, just to teach other, to open others opportunity, getting different skills. It's really awesome. And my last question will be, what message would you like to share with the young leaders around the world?
Okay, so to every young leader out there, you are special, you are unique. Own it. The mentality that people look at themselves and because they have less of what others may have more, and then they tend to look down on themselves. And because of that, they feel like they cannot come out to be something great or somebody great. That's a lie. I mean, that's a very big lie. You are on earth for a purpose. Discover your purpose. Discover why you're on earth for. I mean, one of the things I tell people is do well to leave your footprints in the sands of time. So one day when you're normal, when one day you're gone, because of course we'll all die one day. But being able to say that when I leave this world one day, I want to be remembered not because of my parents' name. I want to remember that somebody like me did something like this for somebody, for a community, for anybody, anywhere at all. So endeavor to be the best person you can be. Don't let your circumstance, don't let your situation, sorry. So don't let sorry. Okay, so don't let your circumstance, your situation, and whatever thing you're facing to stop you from being the best version of yourself. And one amazing thing is there's something that only you can do. People don't know that there's something unique, something special, something mind blowing that only you can do. And somebody's life, somebody's future, um somebody's life in general depends on you. You may not know that. You may not know that. So that's why you need to find your purpose, work in your purpose, be the best version of yourself and don't relent. That's what I'm
Thank
gonna
you so
say.
much. Thanks so
Sorry.
much.
Yeah, thank you. So sorry.
And yeah, I think that we talked just a lot of things today. We discussed a lot of things. You shared a lot of valuable, lessons, points for everyone who's watching us today. And I want to thank you for sharing your story, for being today with us, for your vision, for
Thank
your
you.
powerful leadership journey as well. So your courage and commitment to making a difference is truly embody the spirit of the KECTIL program. And we wish you continue success with your project and look forward to seeing the lasting impact of your work that you are doing. And of course, to our audience, I also remind don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the KECTIL YouTube channel to share this amazing interview. Yes, with your friends, to share this valuable points with them as well, because this story really inspiring to take some actions to continue doing projects, continue doing impact in the community. So thank you very much, Marvelous, for
Thank you
today.
so much. To well to like, to share, and to subscribe. Please, guys. Thank you so much for having me.